И здравейте, здравейте всички от YouTube и добре дошли в следващия епизод на Rise of Argonauts. Я звъня Аргонавтите и тем подобни имена на тази игра. Добре дошли в следващия епизод. Както помните, предния епизод стигнахме до Делфи и говорихме с Оракула там, който ни посъветва къде да ходим и какво трябва да направим. И в крайна сметка трябва да съберем от всичките три божества кръвта, в смисъл наследниците кръвта им, че да може да съживим жена си и така започва нашето дълго пътешествие през Кефра, Сайра и Микена, мисля, че беше. Така че аз предлагам да продължаваме от там, където свършихме. А то беше на кораба Арго и трябва да видим какво точно трябва да се прави. Впрочем, видях в една статия, че на Делфи има един хърм, който сме изпуснали. Но няма да се връщам, понеже не искам. В смисъл, както сме го направили, което сме изпуснали до там. Деца вика на стрима, ако я превъртаме, тогава ще го направя нормално. Така че не викам да продължаваме.
I have been thinking on what you told me of the Oracle's message. No,
Oh,
I
shit,
still
че
cannot
скипнах.
fathom why the blood of the gods is needed. The Oracle didn't tell you everything she knows. I'm sure of it.
She said enough to start us on our journey.
Yes, a journey without a clear destination. I will meditate more on this.
Окей, медитейтвай. Медитейтвай е положението. И предното плейтро мисля, че като го цъках избрах да отиваме в Микена, този път за разнообразие ще отидем първо в Кефра. Защото мисля, че така е по-добре. Наргос ще изчака Шаркос. Така, че дадем нашите момчета какво правят.
I've heard many tales of your great deeds, Hercules. Perhaps I could hear them again, directly from the man who did them.
I'm no poet, Pan. I'm sure what you've heard already is better said than anything I can muster.
Ah, my friend, not so. A man can always tell his own story better than anyone can tell it for him. A poet's imagination is a pleasant substitute for what he doesn't know. But when you tell your own tale, you know everything.
Hadn't thought of it that way.
I would rather a mute communicate his experience than hear a practiced bard guess on his behalf.
All right then. We'll swap tales over dinner. I'm sure you have a few of your own.
Така...
It is a strange path we find ourselves on.
Strange even for you, slayer of the Lernaean Hydra and the Lion of Nemea?
Yes, even still.
Captor of the Cernaean Hind and the Erymanthian Boar?
Very funny.
Master thief of the mares of Diomedes and the apples of the Hesperides.
Are you finished?
I'm sorry, old friend. I just didn't think there was anything left to surprise you.
The Oracle. Delphi. Bloodlines of the gods. Yes, this surprises me. Now, for one who's never been a spear's throw from his palace, I imagine his own shadow would surprise him.
What shadow? Looks like your shadow got hungry and ate mine.
Very amusing. Perhaps I'll go see if Argos needs help.
Херкулеса садна.
Ah, life at sea. I was just beginning to miss it. You came at a good time, Jayson.
It is customary for the captain to know the passengers on his ship. Tell me something of yourself, Pat.
We have a long voyage ahead of us, but even still, I doubt there'd be enough time to tell you everything. Let's just say I was born long ago and far away, and since then, I've traveled farther still.
They say satyrs choose how long they live. Do you still count your years?
Oh, I lost count long ago. I count by centuries now. I've at least one of those for each of my fingers.
How is that possible?
The world is a better place with mysteries in it, I think. Suffice to say, I still feel young at heart, particularly when surrounded by good company. I've been feeling quite spry since coming aboard, I must say.
How do you know the Oracle?
Oh, I've been friends with many oracles. The current one is quite new and yet quite promising. Most men find her speech unsettling, but I find it an invigorating web of meanings. We keep each other company now and then, that's all. Delphi is a great place to meet interesting people. The Oracle has such fascinating visitors.
Make yourself comfortable, Pat.
Така, Аргус. Аргус.
The route to Mycenae is well known to me. It is a major port after all. Saria is just a small dot on the map, isolated and out of the way. KYTHRA appears only on the oldest charts. No one sails there anymore. They say it's haunted. Have you decided on our destination, Jeyson?
Set sail for KYTHRA. We'll find the bloodline of Athena first.
As you say.
Let's go.
There are secrets buried on KYTHRA you would rather not have. Send some men. Have them seek a way inside the temple. If it's still sealed, then let them lie in wait for Jeyson when he arrives.
Окей, добре дошли в KYTHRA положението. Впрочем, това е яко заглавие за епизода.
What is it?
We've arrived at KYTHRA. We'll soon go ashore to find a descendant of Athena.
I sense a taint on this island. A corruption.
Hecate? Black tongues?
I'm not sure. It's not like any other presence I've felt involving the dark titaness. It's old and quiet. Almost as if dormant.
Hostile?
I can't say. It's as if it teeters on the edge, waiting to be tipped to one side or the other.
Надявам се да хареса плейтрото и да лайкате видеята. Играта е рядка, в смисъл от 2008 е много малко хора се фащат през 2022 да правят плейтро. Така че това е някакъв плюс за мен.
Most ships refuse to sail here. KYTHRA has a reputation for being cursed. Those ruined ships at the docks don't do much to dispel that rumor.
Яко.
You play well, Pam.
Thank you. I've had many years to practice.
I've never seen pipes like those.
Ah, yes. My Syrinx. I named them after a beautiful nymph I once knew.
Where is she now?
Here, in the music that I play. You see, I loved her very dearly, but that love was not returned. One day I went to speak with her, to tell her that I would no longer visit if she found my company unpleasant.
And what did she say?
Alas, I'll never know. Fearing I had come to woo her yet again, she ran from me. In her haste, she fell into a river and was drowned. The river nymphs took pity on her and transformed her into river reeds. I used them to make these pipes.
A sad tale, Pam.
Love is a powerful thing, my friend, but it does not always lead to happy endings.
KYTHRA. They say it's a dead island, haunted with the tales. So you believe in ghosts?
After all we've seen, nothing would surprise me.
I've been to KYTHRA once or twice over the centuries, Jeyson. But not since the great storm afflicted the island. After that, no one heard from KYTHRA again. But nevertheless, perhaps I would prove useful in navigating the ruins that remain.
Yes. You'll come ashore with me.
И затова иска да отидем в KYTHRA първо, защото има руини, за които ще ни трябва план. Също и в Сейра. Въпреки че в Сейра имаме спътник, който може да ни помага с това нещо.
This place was once full of life. Fishermen at work, ships arriving to bring travelers from all over Greece. Further inland is KYTHRA village and the temple of Athena itself.
Surely there are not still people there. Look around.
It's one of the great mysteries. One day, during a fantastic thunderstorm, everything just stopped. News from KYTHRA simply ceased to exist. Travelers arrived to find the island deserted and the temple sealed. Some claim they found a city of statues, as if the people had left behind monuments to themselves.
And what of the fleece?
KYTHRA was once home to the Golden Fleece. Some think the fleece could still be here. As far as I know, no one's been inside the temple since that great storm so many years ago.
Somewhere on this island is the person we seek.
If only we came before the vanishing, you could have chosen between two members of Athena's bloodline. Twins.
Twins?
The High Priestess Medusa and her brother Perseus, the temple guardian. Both young and beautiful and full of promise, the pride of KYTHRA. But they vanished along with the rest. The one we seek would have to be many generations removed from those siblings.
The sooner we start looking, the sooner we'll finish. Come.
No.
Odd place for a statue. Odd place for a sculptor too, come to think of it.
Could it be a warning?
Of what?
Of whatever caused the KYTHRAns to disappear.
Чакай, къде трябва да отидем? Search for KYTHRAns. Окей, търсим KYTHRAns. Добре, значи те не се броят. Така ли да го разберам? Ето го е.
Are you the judge? The village is ahead.
This place isn't deserted after all. There must be people at the village.
But why are the docks so unkempt?
Интересно място, защо дълговете са толкова незащитени.
Where'd that little girl go?
I hope the swamps have not overtaken the village.
They're waiting for you.
Майката се много крепи, бе. Впрочем, да знаете, това го записвам вечерта.
The dark statues look like Ionians, but those barbarians aren't sculptors. So who made them?
Иди, мой. Мой. Някой се събуди, искам да се бия. Значи, предположение. Медуза ги е замръзил. Това ли е селото? Left click gate. Left click gate на положението.
Here, come.
Come. Oh, home.
Here, there is the law. The law is deaf to the lamentations of the condemned. The law returns mute silence to the outcries of the populace. The law is blind to all station and condition. Here there is the law, and any here must bow to it.
Sounds like a cheery place.
KYTHRA was renowned for its code of law. Its system was used as the model for many other cities and nations.
Друг храм някъде има ли нещо? Не? Ало да вече. Конечно, например. Exploring, то не е секрет. Окей. Конечно, мой да. Хатина шрейн. Хатина.
This is what you must do.
Who are you?
My name is Strixa. I was chosen to deliver the message. This is the ring of virtues. This is what you must do.
How long have you been here, Strixa? Is your family here?
I'm not alone. Everyone is here. They've been waiting for you. You've already seen the others.
The statues?
Yes. The dark ones came in the night. We were defenseless. We could not stand against them.
So, the Dark Ones turned the people of KYTHRA to stone?
No, she did. To keep us safe until the virtues could be restored. That's why we've been waiting. For you.
Who are the Dark Ones? Do you mean the dark statues?
Their hearts are black, but not as black as what lies in the temple. Darkness took the light away, stole it in the night. You must make the virtues shine again.
I don't understand. What virtues do you speak of?
You know, don't you? You tell him.
We are standing in the ring of virtues, Jeyson. The 5 smaller circles at the edges represent the 5 virtues of Athena: wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, and humility. Last I was here, each of the virtue circles shone like a beacon of light. The people here believed the light would shine for as long as the virtues were honored on this island.
This is what you must do. Make the virtues shine again. Then the temple will be open to us all. Tell him.
She's right, Jeyson. The gate only opens after the ring of virtues is lit.
Then let's get to it. You do know how to relight the circles, right, Pam?
You must find and save the devout. 5 true believers. 5 virtues. Bring them home, and their virtue will light your path.
Како? Descendant Fatina.
Strixa, do you know if there is anyone still here who carries the blood of Athena?
The twins are trapped within, but whether they will be saved is a judgment not yet given.
How will we know these believers who must be saved? Where can we find them?
They are here, in the village, in the swamps. They are waiting for you.
What are the 5 virtues?
Wisdom, justice, discipline, courage, humility. These are the beacons that will light your path.
If these devout people are statues, how can they be saved?
Their time for waiting is over, now that you are here. When you near them, they will hear your call.
We will find your 5 virtuous Kithrans, and if they are in danger, we will save them.
Order from chaos, hope from despair, redemption from dishonor. The Dark Ones will try to stop you. And so it has begun.
Athena, help us! Jason, stop!
Stop!
Essa prima cosquete, né? Fica até mal pra ter. Nice. Bam. Fotka было. Лайтила его. КТ мал ХТ special moves. Oh yeah.
By Athena's grace, you've saved us. I knew our prayers would be answered.
Thank you, stranger. Who are you?
I am Jeyson. These are my companions.
The satyr. You've been here before.
Yes, long ago. You are Magistrate Minnow.
I am.
These creatures, who or what are they?
They were Ionians. They attacked us in the night. Before we knew it, they were in the village. Before we could react, many were slaughtered. Some of our people fled into the swamps.
Ionians chased after them as well.
When all hope seemed lost, Athena delivered us, protecting us until one could arrive to stop this attack.
Have Ionians attacked before? Were they raiders?
That's what I thought at first. But they knew much of our village. I heard one of their captains shout orders to find and kill Perseus.
If they were simply raiders looking for plunder, how would they know his name?
Where are your defenses, your warriors?
We have none. Not after Phaedon disbanded the temple guard.
Phaedon?
a foreign prince and scholar. He is Medusa's advisor and consort.
Why did he disband the guard?
He said that true followers of Athena should trust in her protection.
The guard, he said, was a sign of a lack of faith.
We must find and save more of your people. We saw other statues on the way here. Where else should we look?
There are still more here in the village, but I beseech you to also explore the swamps. My daughter Iona was keeping a vigil at a small shrine to Athena there.
Our healer, Cassia, is out there as well. She went to gather herbs for the sick. We have a small child racked with fever. Cassia must be found.
Do you know what's happened inside the temple?
No, the gate is shut. The ring of virtues has gone dark. You must find our people and bring them home. Then, perhaps, the gate will open again.
Are Medusa and Perseus inside?
I can only assume so. Medusa lived in the temple. Perseus was with us in the village when the attacks occurred, but he ran inside to get the Spear of Virtue, hoping it would turn the battle.
A squad of Ionians followed him inside. The gate shut soon after that.
Stay safe here. We'll send any others we find back to the village.
You fulfill Athena's will. Return our people and my daughter Iona.
Athena protect you.
Okay, let's go.
Where is Uncle? Where is Uncle? Wait for Uncle, Kiri. Wait by the virtues. Wait by the virtues. Sweep the floor, Kiri. Wait by virtues. Fish for dinner. Fish for dinner.
Дай Володя. Гвардо горестно.
Humility is the basis of all virtue. Humility is the basis of all virtue. Wait by the virtues, Kiri. Uncle bring home fish for dinner. Uncle bring home fish for dinner.
Poor lad's a spear short of a phalanx.
Courage is always a choice.
What are these things he keeps saying?
The tenets of the virtues of Athena. He may be simple, but he knows the virtues well.
Wisdom is the simplification of knowledge. Wait for Uncle. Wait for Uncle.
Where is your uncle?
Uncle Popo, bring home fish for dinner. Humble Kiri must wait. Humble Kiri must wait. Humility is the basis of all virtue. Kiri, humility. Sweep floor, sweep village. Keep clean, keep clean.
What is your name, lad?
Kiri. Kiri short for Kyrinos. Uncle says Kiri. Kiri says Kiri. Kiri short for Kyrinos. Discipline is the order that allows freedom. Kiri, discipline. Wait for Uncle. Wait by virtues. Wait by virtues.
You know your virtues well.
Kiri follows virtues. Athena blessed the small and great. Small and great. Justice is the truth in action. Action. Sweep the floor and wait for Uncle. Athena watches all. Watches all.
We must find this boy's uncle. He needs his guardian.
He could use a meal, too. If his uncle's supposed to bring home fish, he might be at the docks.
Okay. Едно NPC се събуди.
Shh, Demetria. It's all right. Rest now. Please, you must find the healer Cassia. She went to the swamps to find herbs.
What's wrong with the child?
We thought it was just a case of bog ague, but her fever wouldn't break. We had lost all hope when we heard Cassia had come from the temple to see her.
Is that unusual?
Cassia is the high priestess Medusa's personal healer. She is not obligated to treat any of us in the village. And yet she came, and then went herself into the swamps to fetch herbs.
Eleni, what do you think we'll find if we can get inside the temple?
Medusa and her advisor, Phaedon, govern the temple. The priests and philosophers there are loyal Phaedon men. Athena willing, Perseus is also safe inside. He ran there just before the gates closed to fetch the spear of Athena.
You don't care much for this Phaedon.
I know the high priestess has placed her trust in the man, but he's not from KYTHRA. He doesn't seem to care about the people. The temple and the village used to be very close. The priests used to bring the golden fleece to the ring of virtues and hear petitions from the people. But Medusa stopped that, at Phaedon's word.
What reason could he give to stop the fleece petitions?
He claimed using the fleece to solve our problems showed we didn't trust Athena.
After Athena intervened, do you remember being a statue?
Yes, and no. Time passed differently for us. We felt the seasons come and go. We felt the tread of looters and the curious. But you are the first visitor who we ever truly saw. The others will see you too. They will awaken when you are near.
Eleni, what do you think will...
Athena willing, Perseus is also safe inside. He ran...
Even if Perseus did make it back before the gates closed, what could one man have done?
Perseus bears the blood of the goddess. In his hands, the spear of Athena is mighty.
Wait here. We'll find Cassia and bring her back.
That was a wait to test any mortal's patience.
Indeed, Galen. Our thanks to you, young warrior. I am General Eratosthenes, leader of the Silver Order.
Mead! Bring me mead!
Mead.
This is General Galen, and the fellow in the back is Lieutenant Dionysios.
The only one missing is General Ericos. That old fool.
Who is Ericos?
He's the eldest member of our order, a retired general.
When the Ionians came ashore, our girl Adelpha ran for the swamps. Ericus urged us to take up our arms and protect her, then cursed us all for cowards when we chose to stay here.
What can I say? We are old men. Our fighting days are behind us. He petted after her alone. He always was a proud one.
Oh, my head!
Enough, Dio! Friend, if you're headed for the swamps, keep an eye out for old Ericos.
What is the Silver Order?
A league of retired officers of the Temple Guard. Technically speaking, you witness an illegal gathering. Phaedon outlawed our order some time ago.
Damn foreigner disbanded the guard. Athena willing, he's long dead now.
Mead! I beg you! Mead!
Quiet, you!
You should be safe in the village. Farewell.
Ericos always had a soft spot for Adelpha. She doted on the old fool.
I pray our young warrior here can find them both alive and well.
When did Phaedon disband the Temple Guard?
As soon as Perseus left the temple. Without its captain, the guard was weakened.
Phaedon claimed Perseus abandoned his duty, a sign that the guard was no longer trustworthy.
That was only a month or so before the Ionians came.
Is Perseus a member of the Silver Order?
No. I think all of us secretly hoped he'd go back and restore the guard.
I know he had his reasons for leaving. But part of me wonders if the Ionians would have been so brazen if Perseus had stayed.
If we find Adelpha or Ericos, we'll send them back.
I've had a long time to think about letting Ericos go off on his own. I should have gone with him.
He made his choice. We made ours.
If we find...
Добре. После го цъкам кошка.
Oh, my head. Good man. A drink, I beg you. I think he's had more than enough already.
Dear goat, you would understand. My horned brother. Say you have a horn or two for me. Full, half full, I'll take a sip. The fumes from your breath if you've lately been at cups.
Alas, my friend, I too am parched.
Then there's nothing to it. You must rescue my partner, the Mead Man.
Where would we find the Mead Man?
Good Marinos, trusted partner. He is an artisan in the crafting of mead. You see, I supply the spices, a particular blend, you understand, a hint of nutmeg and clove. Oh, dear. How are we to obtain spices when there's no one here to trade with? No matter. In the eastern swamps, Marinos makes his mead.
Ще имам добри хора, ще му хелпнем. Да намерим мейд. Мейд. Така. Не, така. Мено.
Athena willing, you will find my daughter Iona, and we will restore this village.
When the Ionians came, what were you doing? What orders did you give your people?
It was all so sudden. We had no official soldiers anymore, no watch. My mind turned to the virtues. At first, I thought we must show courage and make a stand. But then I remembered humility and wondered if we should instead appeal to the Ionians and offer tribute. Then I said, Menno, you must be wise. And so fleeing into the swamps seemed the best plan. But would that serve justice? As the Ionians swarmed the village, I asked myself if we somehow deserved this fate. That was, of course, until I remembered my discipline and began to pray for Athena's intervention.
Ting-clong. Did nothing. Apollo Laris. Apollo.
You sat debating with yourself while your people were being slaughtered? What kind of leader are you?
Not a very good one, I'm afraid. You see how the ring of virtues remains dark. What virtue I have is not enough to restore it. Blame me, if you will, for what has happened. I have my own atonement to make. But I beg you, find my daughter. She is blameless.
Tell me more about your daughter.
Iona is the purest, most devout girl on all of KYTHRA. Apart from the high priestess Medusa, of course. There is a small shrine in the eastern swamps. Nobody used it much. Iona felt that it was our duty to restore it. She went there every day to tend to the shrine and pray before it. I've never seen such discipline in one so young. She was there when the Ionians came. I pray she still is.
What can you tell me about Medusa and Perseus?
They had such promise. Medusa was as cunning as she was beautiful. She was truly touched by Athena. Her brother, Perseus, was a champion of righteousness, a hero for every KYTHRAN boy. But things changed after Phaedon arrived. As his influence grew, so did Perseus's distrust. After a time, Perseus left the temple to live here in the village. Without her brother at her side, Medusa gave Phaedon more and more power. And we saw little of her after that.
Where did Strixa go?
Who?
The little girl. She was at the Ring of Virtues when you were restored. One of your people.
I don't know any Strixa. I'm sorry.
We'll find your daughter, Menno. Stay here in the village.
Мено. Тук има нещо. Ето което е малко ете. Нищо няма. Пак ще така. Извлече да минем тишен KYTHRA.
Praise Athena.
Now let us out, Sporus. I beg you.
You had your trial. The village may be saved, but you aren't.
Yes, Pyrrho. We were given what we were due.
It wasn't me! I swear!
What crime did these men commit?
Murder, sir. They killed their employer and stole his money. Facts were plain enough. Now, why don't you tell us where you hid the loot and go to the underworld with a clear conscience?
I cannot tell you what I do not know.
And I told you you've already found all that I took!
All these years with a death sentence over your head, yet you still spite Athena's virtues?
That's some weight for the axe to drop.
If they're already sentenced to die, what reason could they have to keep the money?
Could you relate the facts of the case, Bailiff?
Both these men, Comius and Pyrrho, served as private guards to Diodorus, a wealthy trader. One night, Diodorus's brother Nico came by to visit and found Comius hovering over Diodorus's dead body. During a search of Comius's house, we found the poison responsible. Then we searched Pyrrho's house and found some of the missing money. Clearly, they were working together.
It isn't true! He was already dead when I got there!
Sure he was, Pyrrho. And whoever murdered him just happened to leave some coin behind for you.
I know the evidence does not favor me, but I did not kill Diodorus.
I'm tired of arguing. Athena has saved us, and murderers have no place in the new KYTHRA. They die tomorrow.
Stranger, this may sound odd, but I'm grateful you've come. I'd rather this all be over with than sit and wait another day.
You claim you're innocent. What's your side of the story?
I'm afraid there's not much to it. That's the problem, really. I got a summons to meet Diodorus at his vault. When I got there, I found him dead. Within a few moments, Nico arrived. I understand why he accused me. It did look suspicious.
Tell me more about Nico, the trader's brother.
I didn't know him well. He seemed upstanding.
What of Pyrrho here?
Like Sporus said, we both worked as guards for Diodorus. We were never close, but I wouldn't have thought him a murderer.
Why would you? You did it yourself!
If you are innocent, why did they find poison in your house?
I have no answer for that. I certainly didn't put it there.
Just admit it, Comius! You could at least save me!
I won't lie to save you or myself.
Who summoned you to meet Diodorus?
Kyrinos, the village simpleton. People often have him deliver messages. He may be slow, but he always gets it right.
What was the message exactly?
Just that Diodorus wanted to see me at his vault. That's all.
Same here! The idiot told me the exact same thing!
If I learn anything more, I'll let you know.
Pyro.
Stranger, you have to listen to me. I'm innocent. Comius poisoned him, not me.
Tell me your account of the crime.
I got a summons to meet the boss at his vault, so I went. When I got there, the old fool was unconscious and the vault was open wide as Leto's legs.
Who summoned you to meet Diodorus?
That idiot Kyrinos gave me the message. One thing he's good for at least. Told me the boss wanted to see me at his vault. That's all.
How do you explain the money they found at your house?
Look, I took some of the money. I've admitted that from the start. But when I got to the vault, it was wide open. Most of the coin was gone, but there was a little left. I figured Diodorus owed me as much for the way he's always treated me like a slave. I took the money. I shouldn't have, and I'm sorry. But I didn't kill him!
The old traitor was unconscious, you say. So he wasn't yet dead.
That's the thing! I didn't think he was gonna die!
What do you think of Comius?
Always seemed like an honest man. Just goes to show. They found the poison at his place, right? What more do you need? I certainly didn't conspire with him. Now, if only he'd admit to it, I'd be spared.
I have nothing to admit, Piero.
Pah! You see?
If I learn anything more, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Thank you again for saving us, stranger.
You intend to execute these men in the pillories?
I don't look forward to it, but they earned that fate. They killed a good man.
Damn, son. Така, къде трябва да ходим? Тук пък какво имам? Чакай. Тук е малко е. Още малко нататък. What? Е празно. Панда влиза. Тук е празно. Празно. Празно, добре, защо съюзниците Херкулес? Юен Тюрфатас. Ако търсим тук не можа да разбера само. Да не киля нас. По-скоро той му е. А не. Чакай малко, какво става? Está да върчи сега. Ясно. Знаеш на само какво че е. Stole the people of KYTHRA King. Така. First die union trade. Find them. Distress the order. Добре, насам е смолба. Насам пак е смолба, насам сам тез. Ясно. Добре. За сега правим така. Сейваме. И аз предлагам този епизод да го приключим тук. Надявам се да ви е харесало, понеже приключението тъкмо започва и се надявам да лайкате и да харесвате видеята. С вас беше Мишката, вие бяхте на The Gaming Channel и вие бяхте също и в Rise of Argonauts епизод 5. Да, епизод 5. Така че, довиждане и до нови срещи.